So most people torrenting games in 2026 are doing it completely exposed. No protection, real IP address visible to every single peer in the swarm, and ISPs that can see exactly what you're downloading. Now, I tested the most popular game torrenting sites this year, including the ones everyone used for FitGirl repacks and retro ROMs. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which ones are worth using and what you actually need to do in order to stay safe doing it. Now, the link is in the description if you want to look up the VPN that I use. Here's the thing most people don't realize. When you torrent, your IP address isn't just visible to the site. It's broadcasted to every single person in the torrent swarm in real time. That means thousands of peers and anyone monitoring the swarm can see exactly who you are and what you're grabbing. Now, I didn't know that when I started, and most people don't. But anyway, let's get into these sites. For modern PC games, two names dominate in 2026. FitGirl Repacks and IGG Games. FitGirl is the gold standard for compressed game files. A 70 gigabyte game can come down to under 20 gigabytes, which matters if you're on a slower connection. The site itself is clean. The repacks are verified by a massive community, and the installer process is straightforward. IGG Games runs a similar operation with a broader catalog and faster upload turnaround on new releases. Both sites have been around long enough to have real reputations. That said, neither one protects you from what's happening at the network level while you download, though that would be interesting to see if a site could add that protection in there automatically. But here's where it gets more complicated for a specific group of people. Retro ROMs are a completely different audience and a completely different legal situation. Sites like Vimm's Lair and the now archived no intro sets are where emulation communities live. Vimm's Lair has been running since 1997 and carries a massive verified library of retro titles. The legal gray area around ROMs is real, but downloading a ROM for a game you don't own is technically infringement in most jurisdictions, even if the publishers hasn't sold it in 20 years. Nintendo has made that very clear with Takedowns. That legal gray area is exactly why the VPN conversation matters more than people think. And this is the part most reviews skip entirely. So not every VPN actually works for torrenting. Some block P2P traffic outright. Others slow your connection so badly that a FitGirl repack that should take 40 minutes takes 4 hours. What you need for torrenting specifically is P2P optimized servers, a kill switch that cuts your internet the moment the VPN drops so your real IP is never exposed even for a second, and threat protection that blocks malware and trackers while the download is running. Because game torrent files, even from trusted sites, can carry bundled adware if you're not careful. Now, NordVPN has all three: dedicated P2P servers built specifically for this use case, a kill switch that I tested by force dropping the connection and my real IP never appeared, and also threat protection that caught 2 flagged files during my own testing that my regular antivirus missed. It held 97% of my base download speed on a local P2P server, which is the best number I recorded across everything I tested. Now, the strict no logs policy has been independently audited multiple times, I think about 6. So even if someone came asking, there's nothing for them to hand over. Now, on the other hand, we have Surfshark. It's the other one worth having in this conversation. It has unlimited simultaneous connections, which means you can cover every device you torrent on under one subscription. P2P is allowed across all servers, and CleanWeb blocks ads and malicious domains at the DNS level before anything even loads. And Surfshark, it ran at 94% of base speed on local servers in my testing. For the price, nothing else comes close. You just got NordVPN that's a little better. So here's the verdict. FitGirl Repacks and IGG Games are the two most reliable sources for modern PC game torrents in 2026. For retro ROMs, Vimm's Lair is the safest and most verified option. But none of that matters if you're doing it with your real IP exposed. The kill switch alone is the reason I won't torrent without a VPN running. One dropped connection without it, and your ISP has a logged record of exactly what you were downloading. Now, NordVPN is the pick if you want the fastest speeds and the most just complete protection package for torrenting. You can actually get it for 74% off plus 3 free months with the link in the description or by scanning that little QR code on the screen. And if you want unlimited devices at a lower price point, Surfshark covers everything you'll need. Use the link down below for 60% off and 3 free months, or again, you can just scan that QR code on screen. Now, you've been torrenting without a kill switch this whole time, and now you know why that's the one thing you actually can't skip.